Frank, the genius entrepreneur. So some of you do not know, this is Frank, the billionaire of Zambia. Probably some of you have not actually come across most of my lessons and mentorship classes. So if you know you're somebody from Africa, whether you're watching me from the US, it could be Canada, UK, any place, including Dubai and other different places, South Africa, and all different continents in the world. You want to know how, or the life of the billionaire, how does he live? How does the billionaire's life, go, and how does he live? Something that's very easy, and you can have a time of yourself. So life as a billionaire is something that, very easy. You just live a simple life. It's not something that is quite complicated. A billionaire just looks and talks like any other person. As you can see, like for example, I've been very busy, very, very busy. I'm dealing with construction works. Just look at the way I'm looking, with a lot of beards. So, all the time very busy. We spend much of our time actually working. So I'm dealing with construction works and I'm very, very busy. So how does a billionaire start his day? It's something that you need to know, and I think if some of you are aspiring to be billionaires, or whether it is in Zambian kwacha, in rands, in dollars, in any currency, whether it's pound, you want to become a billionaire, I'm going to teach you some few principles on how the billionaire starts his day. So a billionaire finishes his day before he starts it. You finish your day before you start it. That's how you make millions. You finish your day before you start it. So what am I saying when I talk about finishing your day before you start it? What I mean is, use your mind. Your mind is your creative ability. Your mind can actually think and move in your future. So using your mind, you can actually schedule your day. You can actually schedule your week. You can actually schedule your month. You can schedule your year. So you can sit down and plan. Planning is one of the first characteristics of somebody who is a billionaire. We always plan our day. We don't enter days by accident. We always plan and we look into what we want to do. So if you're having a plan, you say, what am I going to do this week? This week I want to do this. You line up your week. Do not enter your week unexpected. Don't do things that you didn't plan to do. You need to schedule your week. Plan, look at the priorities. What am I going to start with? What should I do? So that's the first thing, how a billionaire starts his day. The second thing is, a billionaire has got targets. You need to have targets in life. If you want to produce maximum success in anything that you're doing as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, learn this from the business expertise, Frank, the genius billionaire. So I'm going to help you to understand certain principles concerning true success. Have targets, guys. What are your targets? Always have targets. What am I going to do at what time, and where am I going to do it for? So you make sure you have targets, and these targets will help you to project and monitor your progress in the way you are running your business. Have targets. Don't just do things. Calculate your work progress. Have targets. Whenever you meet your targets, tick those targets that you have met, so that you're able to monitor your progress as an individual. The next thing on how a billionaire starts his day is, he starts his day with enough sleep. All the time, make sure you have good sleep. All the time, make sure I've got good sleep. You have to have enough sleep. Have enough sleep. But when I mean enough, I don't mean oversleep. What I mean is have enough rest, because if you do not rest, your mind does not think in the right senses, and you find that most of what you have proposed for that day will not become productive if you didn't have enough rest. So when you have had enough rest, your mind is able to create new ideas, new possibilities on how you can start that day, and on how you can implement whatever you have actually scheduled for that day. So always have enough sleep. Have enough sleep. When I'm talking about enough sleep, I don't mean you should oversleep. No, you can actually have that scheduled for your day. So sleep is quite vital, as I was explaining, and I think that can actually help you. The next most important thing that I think actually it can open your understanding is always have a specific document where you can actually document what you are set. Because if you have noticed, mostly people don't actually keep a record of their schedules for that day. So make sure you have got a booklet. It could be a diary or something where you write whatever you have actually proposed for that specific day. So you put those things in a tabulated book or a tabulated document. Okay, of course, we are living in an era where there are computers as much as they are there, which is quite good and quite fine, but there is what you call the primitive ancient way of dealing with records. You put it in writing. Okay, you put it in writing, meaning always whatever you're planning to do, write it. Always document what you're doing, the major things that you're doing in a booklet. And I think if you do that, that's going to help you. So this has actually helped me, and I believe it's going to help you as a young man or as a young woman who wants to make money in the area of business. The next thing is, as a person who wants to be a billionaire, always be friends with the internet. There's a certain man called Jack Ma. He explained certain things. Said the next billionaires that are going to have in this generation are going to be people who are conversant with the internet. So if you're not conversant with the internet and how the internet works, you'll not be able to know how to manage your finances or your businesses online. So for you to understand how online platforms work, you have to make sure you spend much time on the internet so that your knowledge, your wisdom, your understanding on the internet at large is increased. So this is very important. Always spend time with the internet. Educate yourself. It's called personal development. Personal development is very important because in doing so, you are impacting the world with the investment of your personality. So this is very vital, and I believe this is going to help you. The other thing that you need to know if you want to become a billionaire and how a billionaire starts his day is a billionaire always make sure he has got specific consultants. So make sure you've got consultants, meaning always ask those people who are actually better than you in that sector. For example, you're entering into a construction industry, you're trying to build a structure, always consult those ones who are actually better than you, who are actually in that field, so that you minimize mistakes and you minimize losing money. The same applies in any business you want to do, whether it's restaurant, whether it's lodges, whether it's selling of clothes, you are entering into marketing or any other type of business. Make sure you have got mentors, and as a mentee, you can actually ask. When I talk about mentorship, I mean you can have mentors in different areas of your life, and those ones, they can actually help you to improve in certain areas where you're not so knowledgeable. So these, I cannot overemphasize it. So you gotta do that, and I know when you do that, that's gonna help you in the way you carry out that specific day. In doing so, you find yourself you're making tremendous progress, because through your mentors you minimize mistakes that can actually amount to grievous loss of money. So I believe this is going to help you. Now, there is another thing that many people have ignored, that as billionaires we actually love doing it, and that is choose to be happy. It's as simple as it goes. Choose to be happy. They say a smiling person gets what he wants. What I mean is, be kind to people. It means create relationships. Have healthy relationships with people, and as you do so, you find that through those healthy relationships, people will be willing to help you, because anyone wants to help somebody who is humble, who has humility, somebody who is able to interact. So develop your interactive skills when it comes to the way you interact with other people. You find you're going to be getting things for free. And then that makes me enter into the next part of it. Always a billionaire negotiates his products or negotiates for what he wants to buy. So it means don't buy things at the price that they're selling it. Develop negotiation skills. So through negotiation, you find that you'll be getting things at a lower price than what was actually given. So develop your negotiation skills, develop yourself in the area of negotiation. Whenever you're doing any kind of business or marketing, we are trying to go and buy anything, develop negotiation skills. Have that ability where you can actually buy something lower than how much it actually costs through your negotiation skills. If you have read the book The Greatest Salesman, this guy had high levels of negotiation skills, and there are certain things that you can actually learn. There's a man in should be Korea if I'm not mistaken, but I think now he's in the USA. It's called Dan Lok. Dan Lok has come up with many mentorship classes concerning on how you can actually do your negotiation. Listen, a person is not a businessman until he learns how to negotiate. Through negotiations, you can actually close high income deals, and through those deals they can make you have 6 or 7 figure digits, and then you find that you're becoming a billionaire, not only in dollars but also in pounds. So this is going to actually help you in the way you actually carry your business. The next thing is develop international connections. Do not only have friends that are local. Do not only have friends that are local. So always have friends that are also international. You can have friends that are studying abroad. You can have friends or entrepreneurs that are not within your country. Associate with them. Ask them how their country is selling certain type of products and what you can learn from them. Inquiries that you can do. Develop international relations with other people from different nations and countries. In doing so, you can learn their culture and how business is done. Always don't be a local person. And that drives me into this. If you don't have a passport, you don't have a visa, this is the time, this is the season. Try to get a visa, try to get a passport. Don't deceive yourself saying, I'm just going to be in my country and I'm going to develop. That's not enough. It's also good to travel, because when you travel, you actually see the world at different angle, because you see different infrastructures on how other places or how other people live in those places rather, and then you find that your perspective to life and the way you see life will actually change. So I cannot overemphasize this. A local person thinks locally, an international person thinks internationally. How that happens is through what we see, through what we watch, and through what people tell us. So if you do not expose yourself, you'll be limited when it comes to knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. And for you to increase in that sector, make sure you travel in different places so that you can see how other people and the cultures that they have in those nations. So those are some of the basic things that can actually help you. Until then, make sure you are joined into this respective channel where I'm teaching mentorship classes. In the next mentorship class, I'm going to teach you something a little bit more. So those ones who haven't subscribed to this channel right now, hit the subscribe button and share with family, share with friends, so that they can actually learn and develop in this mentorship class. This is Frank the Genius, the Billionaire Entrepreneur. Just to know where I'm found in Africa, and I love doing tourism. I hope this thing has actually, the mentorship class has actually helped you and made you learn 1 or 2 things. Thank you very much for tuning, and thank you very much for paying attention to this class. Now, those ones who don't know how to contact me, in the description, you're going to find the email address, you're going to find the WhatsApp line. Just click the description down there, and then you're going to find all the contacts. Those ones want to enroll for the mentorship class, where you are going to be taught how to make money, how to manage money, how to multiply money. All those mentorship classes are actually trained, and we're going to give you at a fee. It's not so expensive. As I say, knowledge paid for is what makes you learn and grow. So I'm going to show you those things, and make sure you contact us through the details that I have given in the description. There is a WhatsApp line. You can WhatsApp us direct on our WhatsApp line, and my team is going to get a hold of you and give you the full details on how you can enroll for that mentorship class, and they'll tell you how you're going to do your payments and how those payments will be done so that you begin your mentorship class. Thank you very much. The next thing is also you can contact us also on email. You can contact us through the email address, and then our team will respond to you and give you full details on how that can be done. Yeah, we've come to the end of this class. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. It's an honor. This is Frank, the Genius Entrepreneur, the Bitcoin Man. I love you. Thank you. Yeah.